First at 4, did you get your invite for a vaccine at Ford Field? Governor Whitmer says, get ready.
We are rolling here in Michigan. The vaccine train has officially left the station.
New information on the state's first mass vaccination site, along with a personal message to the African-American community. And Andrew is tracking high winds this afternoon.
Exactly right, Karen. Winds are howling. Wind advisory in effect for all of southeast Michigan. Where do temperatures go from here? Where do wind speeds go from here? Your full weather forecast in minutes.
A new push for the planet to say thanks, Lowe's. You'll see what a major laundry detergent brand is saying about how you could save money and the planet just by changing the way you do your laundry. But what do the laundry experts say? These stories and more are happening right now on Local 4 First at 4.
Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit, Local 4 News First at 4 starts now.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Karen Drew. First at 4, the state of Michigan is trying to win a race between the spreading coronavirus and the vaccines they hope will stop it. Today, Governor Gretchen Whitmer touted the opening of Ford Field as a mass vaccination site. It's just days away, but new cases are on the rise. Today, the state reported more than 2,600. That's a little lower than yesterday, but still higher than a few weeks ago. We also saw 25 additional deaths, most from a review of vital records. Now, on the other hand, the governor says 1 in 4 people over the age of 16 have received their first doses. Devin Skillian picks up the story with more on what to expect at Ford Field. Devin.
Karen, the operation at Ford Field is going to give Michigan a lot of new ammunition in this battle. Speaking at Ford Field, the governor says it is way too soon to spike the football in celebration, but she's got her eye on the prize President Biden dangled just last week.
I know that the goal of being together for 4th of July, having a barbecue celebrating the independence of our nation, is a realistic goal where we can get together. And that's one I am certainly looking forward to.
This huge vaccine site at Ford Field might help us get to that goal if enough people get their shots and we keep safety protocols in place. Governor says 6,000 additional doses of the vaccine will be given each day at Ford Field, officially starting March 24th. Governor's team is also working toward racial equity in the vaccine program and encouraging African Americans to overcome well-documented reluctance in that community about the vaccine. One member of the FEMA team at Ford Field says several of his members survived COVID, and that affected his thinking.
It made me think, as an African American myself with 3 comorbidities, to really think hard about getting the vaccine. Well, I chose to get the vaccine.
We're told the first phone calls and text messages are going out to those eligible. They can start scheduling appointments at Ford Field. If you ask for a phone call, be sure to pick up calls from numbers that you don't recognize, because it could be Meyer calling to schedule your appointment. Now remember, we've got the links to many vaccine sources for you at clickondetroit.com. And Karen, we'll continue this conversation coming up on Local 4 News at 5. Back to you.
All right, sounds good. Thanks, Devin. We do have some breaking news from the White House. You'll remember President Joe Biden's goal to administer 100 million COVID vaccination shots during his first 100 days in office. Well, just moments ago, the president said we are very close to mission accomplished.
And I'm proud to announce that tomorrow, 58 days into our administration, we will have met my goal of administering 100 million shots to our fellow Americans. That's weeks ahead of schedule.
Now, we're also following COVID headlines from around the world. Let's start with travel restrictions at the border between the U.S. and Canada. That border remains closed to non-essential travel until April 21st. That date just pushed back another month. The European Union's drug regulators say the AstraZeneca vaccine does not increase the overall risk of blood clots. Italy became the first country to say it will resume administering the vaccine, possibly by tomorrow. Several nations hit pause over concerns. The criminal case against former Rick Snyder in the Flint water crisis will go forward. Today, a judge rejected a request to dismiss misdemeanor charges against Snyder. Defense attorneys argue the charges should have been brought in Ingham County, where the governor's office was located, not Genesee County. However, the judge ruled prosecutors have flexibility about where to pursue a case. Snyder's attorneys plan to appeal. 2 more local men have been charged in connection to the January 6th riots at the U.S. Capitol. Robert Bobby Skornak and Daniel Herendeen are both from Macomb County. The feds say photos and video show both men inside the Capitol. They are charged with breaking into the Capitol, obstructing Congress, and disorderly conduct. Tonight at 6, we are going to show you how social media actually helped the FBI build their case against both men. We do have an update on that stabbing of a 13-year-old boy in Detroit. This story was breaking yesterday about this time. The victim's 15-year-old brother is now in police custody. It happened at a home on Asbury Park near I-96 in Greenfield. Police say the two got into an argument and the younger brother was stabbed in his stomach. He was rushed to the hospital. At last check, he's listed as stable. We're told the weapon was also recovered. No word yet on possible charges. A massive storm system slammed the south overnight, and it's pushing some powerful winds all the way up to Metro Detroit. So let's bring in Andrew Humphrey. He's in for Ben with our first forecast. Andrew.
Karen, good afternoon to you. You make an excellent point. That's how large the storm is. We're feeling the effects with these high winds that are still around. Damaging areas, including down power lines or at least low-hanging power lines, even the possibility of some power outages before the evening is done, because the wind advisory for Detroit and all of southeast Michigan does not expire until 8 o'clock this evening. After that, the winds get a little weaker. But for right now, winds easily howling at around 18 to 25 miles per hour with gusts near 35 or 40 miles per hour. 37 mile per hour gusts over at City Airport. And as we go through this evening, it continues to be windy. Look at the American flags blowing in the breeze for you. 43 degrees over at Metro Airport with a wind of 18 miles per hour there. But again, it could get higher before this evening is over with. In addition to that, Lakeshore flood advisory. Those winds are coming out of the north-northeast, pushing water onshore along Lake Huron, the St. Clair River, Lake St. Clair, the Detroit River, and Lake Erie. So watch out for flooding along the coastline. We'll talk more about some clearing for tonight, but some sunshine as we head towards spring, Karen, coming up.
Let's keep that weather theme going. Several southern states have been dealing with the most dangerous parts of that system Andrew was talking about. Storm chasers captured a fast-moving tornado starting to form over Alabama. Look at that. Moments later, it just ripped off a roof, destroying a nearby home. About 20,000 homes and businesses were without power at one point. At least 2 people are hurt. Scattered storms have pushed into nearly half a dozen states in the southeast. Here's another wicked weather moment from those storms caught on camera. An Alabama man was rolling when this lightning strike came out of the sky near Birmingham. The National Weather Service has teams fanning out through 12 Alabama counties where tornadoes may have touched down. And you may have heard this before. Some say using more cold water in your washing machine could save the planet. And one of the biggest names in laundry detergent is jump-starting that idea. But will it wash in homes across Metro Detroit? We'll share new poll results in a minute. But first, Paula Tutman dives into the debate over whether cold water is just as safe as a warmer wash.
Doing your laundry with cold water can help save the planet and maybe save you some money along the way. That's the message the Tide laundry detergent brand is pushing as it relaunches and focuses on efforts to get consumers in North America to do 3 out of every 4 loads of laundry with cold water instead of hot water by the year 2030. The claim being made by the CEO of Procter & Gamble's Fabric and Home Care division is the temperature of water has little to do with the ability to get clothing clean, and that households could save up to $150 a year in energy costs and clothing would last longer. The win for the planet claim is that if enough of the continent adopts a mostly cold water laundry practice, it would have the same impact on greenhouse gas emissions as removing about 1 million cars from the road a year. The question is, who's buying into the pitch? We asked you on our social media platforms. And Matt says, I've always washed in cold water, very rarely use hot, warm water, and only on the most soiled items, never a whole load. And Ernest says cold water doesn't kill parasites that young children can carry home from school. We took the clean clothes question to laundry experts. Metropolitan Detroit Area Hospital Services is the laundry contractor for numerous hospital groups in the region.
To sanitize it and disinfect it is key.
And in an industrial setting, temperature is king.
We're running at between 130 degrees to 165 degree temperature, depending on what process and wash zone. If it falls below the required temperature, then the tunnel will stop. So it'll alarm and the tunnel will actually stop because it didn't meet requirements.
But Nate Adams, plant manager for MDAHS, also explains that there is a difference between getting items sterile for hospital use and getting items clean for home use.
When you're washing hospital-related linens, then it's a little different than, washing your jeans and your T-shirts. So there's quite a difference. I mean, there's a difference in chemistry. There's a difference in the type of chemicals that are being used as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course. Now, that was a boatload of information. Of course, I reached out to Procter & Gamble and the Tide team to try to find out more whether or not this is just really clever marketing or what's behind those numbers. Haven't heard back from them yet. But we've been getting, Karen, as you know, a lot of chitter-chatter on social media about this. And, of course, in our morning meeting today, heard a lot about how my coworkers wash their clothes.
Well, it's funny because I started doing cold water about a year ago, more often, not all the time, but I have had no problems. Everything's clean. I don't think my kids are bringing home parasites, so I think we're safe.
Well, I send everything to the dry cleaner, so it's whatever they do.
Really? Wow, you're fancy, Paula. All right.
No, I just don't know how to wash clothes.
There you go.
I
Yeah, I get that for sure. All right, thanks, Paula. Make sure to hit that poll, by the way. We did feature this question at clickondetroit.com. Do you believe cold water is just as effective for doing laundry? You can see the results on your screen. Now, we did get about a few hundred responses. The majority say the cold water is just as good. If you want to add your vote, we'd love to hear from you, I should say. Head to Click on Detroit. Still ahead, a surprising twist in the criminal case in that shooting spree at the Georgia massage parlors. We will have the very latest on that case. And hurricane changes? Why we'll never see another season that looks like the record-setting year we saw in 2020. And later, you've seen what Amazon did to retail. Now, could your employer be turning to online giants for healthcare? That's one of our trending stories we'll be talking about when First at 4 comes back.